What's going on, guys? So I know it's been a while since I've touched in, but so I competed on Saturday and I was happy with the results. I didn't make top five, but it was my first show and I felt I brought the best physique that I could. So that's fine. I want to talk to you guys about how the cut went overall and what I learned from it because what I took away from it was more than a placement in a show. What I took away from it, it was a lot of discipline, it was a lot of hard work, and I brought my body to a point that I wouldn't have done if it wasn't to get on stage. And this was very difficult, but it was also very rewarding. So I started the cut at 178 pounds, and the lowest I hit before my reload was 157 pounds. So that's a little over 20 pounds. And for me, I never would have cut that much weight. I'm back up to 170 right now, and I'm still fairly lean, and I never would have cut past this, to be completely honest. But to get on stage and see where I could take my body was really interesting, and to see how learn a little bit about nutrition and how carb loading works. So I will compete again next year, and I'll bring a better physique. And it was a good learning experience because now I know what to expect. Like being on stage is different than posing in front of a mirror. You don't know how you look when you're posing, and you're trying to line yourself up so you look better among other people. It was just a very cool experience. So, anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about chasing trophies. And I'm not going to do that because I have other goals and I'm a full time student and I want to make money. But there are certain people that all they care about is getting a bodybuilding trophy and or physique trophy. And I think it's a great hobby. And unless you have a physique that you're probably going to be Mr. Olympia, there's not really any money in the sport. So I think it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun, but I'm not going to do probably more than one show a year, if that, because it's expensive and everything else in your life suffers when you're getting ready for a show. I mean, I was focused on it 24/7, and other things in my life slipped. So I was less focused on school, and nothing else really seemed to matter. All I talked about was competing, all I talked about was my body, all I thought about was food. It was insane. And it was a good learning experience because if I could take that amount of energy and put it towards anything else in life, you're going to be successful. If you took the amount of time you put meal prepping and the amount of time you were in the gym into school, you'd be an A+ student. Put that amount of time into a business, you're almost guaranteed to have it run successfully. So I think that's a very cool learning experience, and how easy it is to get caught up in our own physique, which isn't really paying off. Now, granted, you look fantastic, and I think it's phenomenal to see people bring amazing physiques and continue to improve. But there are other parts of life that are just as important, if not more important. So for the next year, I'm gonna bulk up, put on some good size, but I'm also gonna focus on other things like I want to do better in school. I want to I want to do more in business, more opportunities to make money, stuff that will actually help me out in the future. Because I have no goal of having this as a career or a career of being on stage. I would love to have a business around the fitness industry, but it's probably not going to be from doing shows and making money that way, considering very few people can do it. So the next thing I want to talk about is food. So by the end of my cut, all I cared about was food. All I thought about was food. I literally dreamt about eating, and that can't be healthy. So I mean, it took a lot of discipline to not eat, but I know it's not good for me. And then afterwards, I went absolutely insane and ate all kinds of terrible food, which isn't good for me either. So, nip slip all day. But, yeah, so I think that I'm going to take that into consideration when I'm doing my bulking and if I do a cut for the summer just to look good in the summer, I don't think I'm going to follow that super strict diet that I was when I was cutting, because I don't think that's necessarily the only way to get results, and I think there's healthier ways to do it. So maybe if it's Tuesday and your cheat day is Thursday, maybe I'm just going to have, let's say I want a piece of pizza. Maybe I'll have a piece of pizza on Tuesday and just one piece of pizza and not go crazy, and probably won't really affect me at all. But if every Saturday I go out and I eat 8,000 calories because it's my cheat day, so I get to eat whatever I want, then that can be problematic because you're in a surplus for the day, you bloat over the next day, and you pretty much spend the week trying to burn those calories off so you can do it again. So I took a lot away from this experience, and it was very valuable to me, and I really enjoyed doing it. I had a lot of fun. So that's pretty much how it went. Now, physique was, I learned a lot about my physique doing this as well, and how much frequency I can put into training and what I get out of it. Now, I found it really difficult to see myself physically shrink. Like, 20 pounds is a lot of weight to lose, especially when I wasn't that overweight to begin with. Now, did I look better the day I was on stage? Yes, but I looked way worse through my entire prep. And it's hard. Like, it was mentally challenging because for somebody that always wanted to get bigger, to get smaller it was psychologically difficult. It was difficult. And so I'm going to get bigger this year, and I'm going to try to stay a little bit leaner. And when I cut down, I'd like to get on stage at 170. If I put on 10 pounds of solid muscle in a year, I think that would be really good. So that's pretty much how it went, and it was a great learning experience. I didn't make top 5, obviously, but you know what? It was, I didn't go into it only for a trophy. I did it because I wanted to see where I could bring my physique. And I'd like to thank all you guys on Instagram and Snapchat and YouTube for all the support. It really motivated me. Like, days that I didn't feel like going to do my second workout, or I didn't feel like going and doing cardio, or I wanted to go eat carbs and I didn't. You guys really helped motivate me to bring the best physique I could. So I want to thank you guys for that, and I really love the support. It's truly amazing. So anyway, so I'm going to be bulking now until probably the spring, and depending on how lean I am, I might continue bulking over the summer. So that's it. Follow, if you don't follow me on Instagram already, I'll put a link below. I'll put my Snapchat below, and yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on the bulk. That's all I have to say. See you guys.